Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 and our European Journeyman series with Brighton. We are halfway through our first season in the Premier League and somehow we are in 5th place, just behind Spurs, 1 point outside of the top 4, which is absolutely incredible. We're still in the Europa League and the FA Cup, but we did go out of the EFL Cup. And today we have 2 big games at home against Arsenal and Chelsea. We'll then take on Aston Villa in the FA Cup 3rd round. The January transfer window will open up and we will finish with a game away from home against Sunderland. But it's going to be a tough episode right at the end of that Christmas run-in. The team are not in the best shape, but they aren't doing too badly either. And against Arsenal, I'm expecting us to do well. Hopefully they will be more tired than we are. We're going to be playing Hartwig, Frias and Bueno up front in this one, with Beccaria and Morris together in midfield. Hickman, Soler, Prochaska, Lambeze and Eduardo at the back line, with Darbo in goal. Hickman, sensible to Beccaria, now Soler. All the way back to Morris. He's having a run forward, he goes for goal, but it goes over the bar. Vincia, sensible forward for Arsenal. Soler wins the header. Now Bueno, we need to react after our humiliation against Middlesbrough, where we lost 5-2 away from home, the bottom club in the Premier League at the time. We've lost the ball here as well. Pires, somehow playing for Arsenal again, charging down the left flank. He's got players in the middle. That was very reminiscent of the old Pires, but we've given the ball to Disbarto. Unfortunately, he's hit it point blank at the goalkeeper, and we do get to bring it away. Frias trying to launch counter-attack. He's got Hartwig with him. Now Frias again needs to slip the ball in. Instead he goes for goal and he's hit the post. Not a bad effort at all there. Frias tries to get the ball to Bueno, who has picked up the ball. Arsenal got Boomsong in their team as well. Hartwig's in, and it's saved by Vincius again. Lambeze pushes the ball forward to Bueno. Frias slips it in. Hartwig's in on goal. He's taken it early and he's beaten their keeper as well. And we do have the lead against Arsenal, and that at the moment pushes us up to 4th place. Bueno puts the corner in, and it's easily taken by the Arsenal keeper. They need to get back into this game if they want a point. At the moment we are the dominant team and it's working very much in our favour. Russell though over the top, and Pires is onto it. He's got players in the middle. He puts the cross in. It comes to Disbarto, but we do manage to get it away from him. Bellerin still playing for Arsenal. Ball comes forward to Downs. Now Bellerin again tries to put it into Vargas. He's got players in the middle, but Soler gets there and just steals the ball, launching it forward as well. Hartwig picks it up. Can we counter-attack? It's Frias. Hartwig trying to run in behind. He slips it through to Beccaria instead, and he's flashed it wide of the far post. Hickman to Beccaria, but Downs wins the ball on the hour mark. Arsenal trying to push for their equaliser. It's Russell. Sends it over to Pires. Definitely coming into this game a little bit more, but Beccaria has stolen the ball. We could do the second goal around now to really just solidify our position, and Frias might put one over the top. It's Hartwig through to Hickman. He's got 3 players across if he uses them. Instead he goes to goal. It comes to Bueno and he puts it into the empty net for 2-0. Bueno trying to launch the ball forward. It comes to Beccaria. He finds Bueno again, who slips it into Pospisil. He holds the ball up and rockets it into the top corner. A brilliant finish from Pospisil. Only his 2nd goal of the season, but we are tearing Arsenal apart. Well, interestingly, in the 90th minute, Arsenal picked up an injury, and it was their goalkeeper having used all of their substitutions. So they've now got an outfield player in goal. I don't think we'll have time to capitalise on it. We won't get the ball up there in the next 3 seconds. But had that happened a little bit earlier, we could have been looking at even more goals. But even still, a really good performance from the team, winning 3-0 in a very important match against a team around us, and we do move up to 4th place in the table. And had you offered that when I took the job with Brighton in the Championship, I would have snapped your arm off. It's absolutely incredible how quickly we've got the team into this position. 1 point clear of United. Spurs can still knock us down, but we've closed the gap on Arsenal to just 2 points. After an excellent win against Arsenal, we now need to do the same at home against Chelsea, who are down in 7th place at the moment, but they're only 3 points off us, and a win for them could bring them very, very close to us. Certainly on goal difference, we should stay ahead, depending on the manner of the defeat. But hopefully we can shut them out and get a win, which will further solidify our 4th place position. The January transfer window has opened, and I've renegotiated with the board, telling them I'm going to get them a top half finish, which I think is very much doable when the teams after Chelsea are Forest, Bournemouth and Villa. There's no reason we can't finish in the top half, and it means that the board have given me a bigger budget. We've got £20 million and an extra nearly 200 grand a week in wages that we can spend, so we can certainly bring somebody else in to strengthen the team with that money, but we need to try and hang on to this top 4 place if we can to the end of the season. A win over Chelsea would go a long way to getting us there. The team is no different from the one that beat Arsenal. All 11 players continue on the pitch. I want them to pick up where they left off and get another win on the board in the year 2030. Luna Diale's stolen the ball, and Santa Maria, a former player of ours who we never played, lashes it over the bar. He's got very high finishing, I seem to remember, but he's crap. Is it the other way around? I think he might have been good at everything except finishing. I don't remember, but for some reason when we had him, we absolutely relegated him from the first team, despite him being our record signing at the time. I think he was our replacement for Raimundo at Napoli, but he has just lashed one over the bar, proving me right about why he wasn't playing for us. Well, nearly an hour gone and it's still 0-0. Both teams quite even, but we are just edging it on shots on target, and Bueno has just hooked that one wide. Less than 15 minutes to go and it's still 0-0. I'm not sure how this game's going to end. Ball cleared away by our defence, but Lezcano chases after it for Chelsea. They're trying to get another shot on target, which they hope will lead to a goal. Only had one so far. Berge puts it out to Bar. Good position for a cross. He's put it in, and there's a foul from Prochaska. It's in the penalty area. What has he done? He's just gifted them a penalty for absolutely no reason. It's Santa Maria, who I was slating earlier, who steps up and obviously puts it in the top corner, and we could be about to lose a very important game. Just 3 minutes to go. We are on the counter-attack. Bueno puts it through, and then Bomb is through behind the goal. Why is he shooting so early there? He should have the legs to carry that forward and have a shot closer to the keeper. But we're definitely going to lose this game from here. It's so frustrating because we were doing well on paper at least, but they've just managed to get that penalty, which they shouldn't have had. Prochaska with a terrible mistake. Absolutely no need to give away the penalty then either. The cross was going nowhere. The ball wasn't even near the box when he fouled him. But it is going to cause us to lose at home after beating Arsenal so comprehensively. Frias trying to come forward, but he loses possession, and it will be the end of the game pretty much. 15 seconds to go. Really, really frustrating games like this. It shows our sort of inconsistency, really. We lose to Middlesbrough, we hammer Arsenal, we lose to Chelsea. It's just frustrating, but it's the kind of performances you get when you're kind of bouncing around, not quite sure of the top 4, and just outside of it you don't quite get that consistency that you need. And I think this means we are still in 4th place somehow. Spurs have lost to Liverpool, Man United have drawn with Palace, and it means that there are now 3 teams tied on 35 points. We're 1 point ahead of Spurs, but we just edged the goal difference over United and Chelsea. But it just shows how tight that run-in is going to be in the last 17 games or so. After a pretty intense run of 6 very difficult games, the 4 away ones in a row in the league, and then 2 difficult ones at home as well, I'm looking forward to the run of games we've got over the next 10 or so matches, really. Only Spurs the major threat in here, and hopefully we can pick up a run of good momentum and good form from it. The team much fitter for this game than they have been in a little while because they've had an extra day's rest. The front line still a little bit tired, but defence looking quite good. Worth noting that Gennaro has left the team. He's been sold for about £1 million, which is a bit of extra cash, but he was never really playing, so worthwhile just shipping him out while he's unhappy and keeping the rest of the team's morale high. This team made up of Frias, Hartwig and Bueno, Beccario Morris in midfield as they always are. Then it's Hickman, Lambeze, Andres, Prochaska and Eduardo in defence with Darbo in goal. Hartwig to Beccaria, back to Hartwig again. 15 minutes in, the ball cleared away by Villa. Obviously this being an FA Cup time, not too worried about the way that it goes. Conscious about the extra games we might be playing, but it is a competition I like to win, and it's always good to get silverware under our belt. And that said, it will be very, very difficult when we get to the latter stages of this competition if we are still in it, because we'll also have, hopefully, the latter stages of the Europa League to deal with. But here's Frias through to Hartwig. He brings it down, but the effort well saved by Akuma. Bueno with a free kick, puts it in towards Prochaska, but it is headed away. Eduardo cleans up. Villa offering very little at the moment. Bueno to Beccaria again. Now Hartwig plays it into Frias, and he's found the bottom corner. We rejected a £35 million bid from Manchester United for Frias yesterday, and that is why. Well, it's been a game that we've been in control of without really dominating too much, certainly in terms of highlights. But on the paper, we've definitely dominated it. We do get a deserved win from this game. It puts us through to the next round. The most important thing is that we've avoided a silly replay. And going into the next round will do us some good for confidence. It gets us winning matches once more after that defeat to Chelsea. It looks like all the other big teams have gone through as well, so we have to see who we get in the fourth round. But we do at least have a week's rest now to recover before our next game. The final match of today's episode is away from home against Sunderland. The team completely fit for this one. We're nearly halfway through January. I've still not picked out any real targets I want to sign at the moment, so I'm not sure if we actually will. I'm quite happy with the makeup of the team, to be honest. And when, as a newly promoted side, you are sitting up in, at the moment, 7th place, but if we win today, we will take back 4th place. You can't be too unhappy at what's going on, but we need to get that win and make sure we are back up in the top 4. The team we're putting out there is Hartwig, Frias and Bueno, our preferred front 3. Beccaria and Morris are both in central midfield. Marin, Soler, Prochaska, Lampeze and Eduardo are the defence, with Darboe in goal. If I was going to bring somebody in, it would be a defender, but there are just none on the market at the moment that I'm really after. Lampeze sends the ball back to Darboe. You can see we're already dominating this game, but we need to turn that into goals. Marin into Beccaria. Now Bueno finds Frias. Back to Beccaria again. Bueno over the top finds Marin into the middle, and Frias with a wayward header. Frias bringing the ball forward. Players around him. He goes for goal, but it's straight at the keeper. Corner to be taken by Bueno. He puts it into the near post. It comes to Marin, and there's Lampeze. Marin and Lampeze, the most unlikely assist and goal scoring combination, have made it 1-0, giving us that breakthrough. Sunderland still have a shot on goal, but we do have the lead just before half time. Although Sunderland looking to react instantly before this half time whistle goes. Nezovic sends it out to Usman. Now Nenzana. Usman again. Could be dangerous here. Kubas forward to Nezovic, and what a strike that is from Jonker. I knew as soon as he hit the ball it was going in. It's their first shot of the game. It's an outrageous one, and they've made it 1-1. Free kick from Hartwig, and he finds the top corner. 76th minute winner from Hartwig. We've had nothing before that in this second half, but finally we make the breakthrough with an excellent free kick. Eduardo sends the ball forward. It's headed down, but Mackenzie has it. He then sends it long, and he's released Rastel. Still scored from their only shot on goal, and they've scored again in the 92nd minute. And I am livid at that. 2 shots on target for Sunderland, 2 goals. We worked so hard to get back in this game. Look at how much we've dominated it. And it's now 2-2, and that is just ridiculous. We don't even have time to try and reply. That was how late that goal was. I don't even know where it's come from. Absolutely nothing. The keeper should have saved it. I mean, that's the main fault on that goal. Darboe still gets a 7.0 rating, and we move up to 6th, but we're now 2 points behind United in 4th, and Chelsea also on 38 points. And it's just silly that it's that goal from Sunderland that has cost us, because we have to win those kind of games. We're just absolutely throwing these matches away left, right and centre at the minute. Well, that is going to be it for this episode. A really frustrating one. 2 wins, a draw and a defeat. Maybe not the worst collection of results in a row, but we need to pick it up in the next round of games. We've got Newcastle, Stoke, Bournemouth and Watford to go. All teams that we should really be beating, and we need to beat if we're going to get back in this top 4 race. Otherwise, we will be looking at another season in Europa League. Important to remember, this is still our first season in the Premiership. I keep forgetting it just because of how well we're doing, but our sights are now set so high. But we will see out the January transfer window in the next episode. Hopefully there will be a signing to come, but we'll have to see if there's anybody on the market, because I don't just want to waste money. But do drop a like on the video if you're still enjoying this long running series, and make sure to subscribe if you're looking forward to FM18. But until next time, see ya.